just start with our challenges we have for our under 8-year-olds. So I know this might not be relevant for some of you out there, but there's always something we can pick up, eh? So working with little kids, I always find it's hard, you know, because they have a short attention span, eh? And they're still just little kids, really. I know when I worked with my sons when they were really tiny, I learned a lot about how they think and want to play. So one of my focus points that I'm doing there, I'm really into this game-based learning at the moment, but there's a bit of a trend around. And it's for an old guy like me, old coaches, we struggle with it because we still have our old concepts of being quite disciplined, how we always were in my generation. But the younger kids these days, they really enjoy just having fun. And that's what it's all about. So I've put things here like don't sweat the small stuff. And also what I've talked about there is bring some familiarity to trainings, because all of us, if we're all parents out there, you understand that kids like something that they understand what's going to happen before they get there. There's no surprises so much for them. So they become comfortable, because little kids, getting them to be comfortable in the environment is when they learn to express themselves. And then you can find out if amongst all those little kids, you might have a rock star hiding amongst them. So it's making it a nice, comfortable and safe environment for them. So at that age group of under 8s, running is the thing that we want to teach them early, because to have that fun to express themselves. So that's why I've gone for 70% of that. 20% I've got in drills. It's often when we're coaching little kids, we tend to over drill them. So for me, the drill part of it is just to bring a bit of shape so you can kind of guide them through stuff. So I would even go back as far as doing the old crisscross drills and things that we used to do as coaches with little kids. I used to run little relay races. The downside of the relay races, if we have too big of groups, you get little Tommy standing at the back and he doesn't get a touch of the ball for a long time. So I think if we're working for little wee guys in particular, make sure there's lots of interaction, so there's nobody standing around doing anything for too long. But I'm sure you guys who've worked with little kids would know that. And I've only got like 10% of skills there, because for me, it's a skill is somewhere you can go back to. So if you're teaching little kiddies how to run through a cone, for example, which would be very basic for little guys, then the skill might be how they step and how they use their feet. So that might be the skill involved. Then you would maybe do a drill that has them stepping through little cones, and then obviously then you'd have a game that might be involve a lot of evasive running and stuff like that, with very little rules.